Success mindset. That is what we are going to be talking about in this short video today, guys. Hi and welcome. Back in 2019, it was a warm summer's day where I ran an event in London, and as I was looking through the glass walls, because the whole of the office meeting room that we'd hired for this event, the sun was coming in, and it was one of them times when I realised that the biggest problem that a lot of people had on the event that I was running was the mindset that they needed, you know. And what I mean is, you need a success mindset to be able to make the most of any opportunity in your life. So, you know, whether it's some kind of business that you're looking to set up, whether it's some big action that you're looking to take in your life, the biggest thing that is going to really determine about how and well you're going to do is this thing called a success mindset, right? And what this means is, it's how you think about that problem, right? Because that thing, whatever it is for you that you're trying to overcome, that you're trying to start, that you're looking to achieve, whatever it is, I don't care what it is, and I don't care how big that problem or venture is or whatever it is, right? Unless you start thinking with a success mindset. And what I mean by that is, you have to start thinking that it's possible, right? You have to start thinking, whatever I'm after, whatever I've got in my head, that whatever it is that I'm trying to do in my life, I am going to do this, and I am going to follow through all the way, right? And the big part of that is, to get where you want to get, is wherever you're starting from is going to be difficult, right? I shared a post in my Instagram feed this week from one of my best mentors in the world, Grant Cardone, right? And he said, when you first start something, you will be criticised, right? And then it turns into admiration. But what that means is, when you first start out at anything, you'll be criticised, right? Whether it's from family, whether it's from your friends, whatever it is, it's going to affect you when you first start out until you get to where you want to go, right? And the way that I have found that people who I've worked with and coached and all that is, it's success mindset, right? And what I mean by that is, you've got to be lion-hearted, you've got to be purposeful and intentful in your mission, right? Meaning, whatever it is I'm going to do, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to smash it, right? So I'm going to give you a quick example of how this looks in my world, right? So this is, let's assume this is us, right, in the middle, and this is our comfort zone, or our mindset zone even, right? And if what you're after, you're starting here with your current mindset, and if you want things that are big, so big income, new exciting relationship, you know, business ventures, whatever it is, you know, these are goals that are currently outside of your way of thinking, right? Because if you are thinking like this, then there's no way that your mind is going to let you get outside of what you think is possible, right? And the way you get around doing that is simply by having a more successful mindset. So it's, however you get there is another matter, right? So it comes down to, are you know, affirmations, all that stuff, it all works, right? But unless you start making the opinion in your head that whatever I'm after is possible, right? You don't have to know from day one how you're going to do it, or every single detail of what it's going to look like, right? All you need to do is keep your mind solid, keep your intentions and your purpose and your reasons close at hand, because you're going to need them every time you start to struggle in your mind, right? And that is what I mean by success mindset, right? Because every time you get a mindset, if you have a successful mindset, what that means is, if you want to be over here and you're starting off over here, before we were only getting to this part, which is our sort of comfort zone of our mind, right? But now, if you start to, you need to push through, right? And we want to get all the way to wherever our goals are, but to push through that important bit in the middle there, the way you push through is you have to use your reasons, and you have to tell yourself that I'm gonna do this, and this is gonna happen, and it's gonna happen because X, Y, Z, and I need to do this because of X, Y, Z, and if I don't do this, it's X, Y, Z, right? And it's this mindset. And if you can sort of spend some time in the morning and in the evening, just, you know, starting out the day by being intentful, like, what do I need to do, right? And then you take actions towards that goal of almost like visualizing it, right? Visualization is a sort of personal development term and way of thinking, right? So if you know, whatever it is, but I find that, you know, if you find it difficult with thinking about big goals and personal development, or it doesn't have that same sort of vibe to you, right? But you want to still get there, right? Just think about who you're doing it for and make that reason bigger than yourself. So that is you, that's us there, and that's our mindset, right? Current mindset about, and these are the things that we want to achieve. And all you need to do is you just need to spend some time thinking about, why am I doing this? Who am I doing this for? You know, am I doing this for myself? Am I doing this for my kids? Am I doing this for my loved ones, my friends, my family? They're some of the biggest reasons that will get you through, right? And when you start thinking about it, what happens is something that Tony Robbins says, which is when you start thinking outside of yourself, then you start thinking about progress, right? Because if you're worried about things within your current comfort zone and mindset, then you're not going to be able to think about these goals that you've got in a positive way, right? But if you start thinking about these goals, and if I had this in my life, it would mean X, Y, Z for X, Y, Z people in my life, right? And if I had this, or if I started working towards this, and I had that goal in a matter of, you know, weeks, days, months, years, whatever, however long you think it's going to take to get there, the most important thing is that you believe that you're going to be able to get there, and you can see, right? And that Tony Robbins saying is that you start to feel that progress, and it's that progress that is going to help you to push through these limiting beliefs that you've got, right? And when you can start to do that, you will start to believe and start to achieve the goals in your life, right? And so these are the things that going back to what I was, how I came across this was when I realized that the people who were on my course and the people who have worked with me and whatnot, they were people who were following people like Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, and all these type of people, right? When it comes to achieving more of a financial type of goal, I'm on about specifically here, right? But it was the same, like for me, one of the people that I follow in the spirituality sort of space that I'm really fond of is Gabby Bernstein, right? And she's all on about when you think about something, we don't realize and take into account that we've got things around us. So, you know, we've got the universe around us, we've got everything around us works in a certain way, whether you believe it or not, it's still going to be there, right? And even then, you still need a success mindset, because if you want to believe in something bigger, in, you know, whether it's God, whether it's anything else, you have to think in a certain way, don't you? You have to, because if you just think about yourself where you are now, and you don't think beyond that, and you don't think about what the possibilities are of how would life be if I thought more positively? How much more love and peace would be in my life if I had, you know, if I was able to think outside of the problems that I'm facing now, and how, you know, if I could do yoga, if I could do meditation, if I could do it with a relaxed mind by finding the way to get there. You know, this success mindset, in the way that I mean, it is such a big thing, guys. And the only takeaway from this video for you guys is just to believe that whatever you are facing right now, whatever goals you've got in your life, you can do it. And you need to feel that sense of progress, right? And the way you're going to do that is literally by having that success mindset. Where you currently are now, think about where you want to be, the things that you want and all that, and think through it using your reasons and the people that you're doing it for, or for a purpose that is bigger than you. And if you do that, I promise your life's going to start being better every single day. And if you did this sort of mindset thinking, first thing in the morning, be thankful and grateful for everything that you've got now, and that's going to help you to push past these problems. If you're not grateful for what you've got now, however little it might be, or however stressful or however angry you might be, or whatever it is, then you're not going to be able to get past it because you've limited yourself by thinking that. But if you start thinking that and then just say to yourself, this is where I am now, but if I allow myself to start believing that this is where I want to go, that's where I want to be, your mind closes down that barrier there and it starts to make it bigger, right? And your mindset becomes successful, and then that literally does start to open what's actually possible in this world, guys. So think success mindset, and if you want to follow, if you want to find more videos like this on my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and follow me on YouTube, and then I'll be posting more videos like this more regularly. But for the time being, I wish you all the very best and have a great day.